Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am in downtown Honolulu and I'm celebrating my baby moon because I am at the 6-month mark. So if you guys want to hear all about how me and baby are doing, keep watching this video. Like I said, I am in Honolulu, Hawaii. It's so beautiful here. So it's kind of drizzling right now, so that's why I came under this canopy area. But I just wanted to be outside recording this video to show you guys like just the beautiful scenery and vegetation. Like it's just so pretty here. So if you haven't already like traveled to Hawaii, or if you've only seen pictures, I highly recommend because it is so beautiful. So let's get right into the video. So like I said in the intro, I am at my 6-month mark. I'm super excited. So that means I'm at 24 weeks. And so that means I've got about 15 weeks and like 4 days to be exact, based on my Ovia app, of how long the baby has to get here. So in my last video, the gender reveal, you guys found out that the baby is a boy. So my little baby boy will be here in July, so we are super excited. But let's get into how I've been feeling. Emotionally, I have kind of had my ups and downs. And so what I mean by that is there are moments where I'll be like super happy, but then the smallest thing can make me cry. So like on our flight down here, I was watching If Beale Street Could Talk. And it was a scene where when the baby was born, I started bawling because I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be me. So that made me cry. And then the other part was when they brought the little boy to see his dad in jail. And I just started bawling because he like drew this picture and he's like, this is my mommy and daddy. So like different little things can make me like tear up. Or like there was a point during our flight where I was like, oh my God, I miss my dog. Like it's little stuff that I get super emotional about that I know I wouldn't really care so much for if I wasn't pregnant. Alright, so now that you guys have heard about my emotional roller coaster that I've been having, I want to get into how I've been feeling physically. So for the most part, like I've said, during your second trimester, you will have that boost of energy. So I would not have flown out here to Hawaii if my doctors didn't tell me that I could. Like before we left, I asked, will I be able to fly? What precautions should I take? And she was very helpful in sharing with me that I need to be up walking every hour because down here it was an 8-hour and like 22-minute flight. I need to be drinking tons and tons of water to keep myself and baby hydrated. So like I made sure I was taking the right precautions because I have experienced before where my legs and feet swell up, and I just really didn't want to risk that happening while I was flying here or when I go back. Like I want to make sure that I have a safe flight and I'm keeping myself and my baby healthy. So the way to do that is follow everything that my doctor was saying. So I'm glad that she was able to give me that advice because on our way here, I did not experience any of the swelling in my feet or my legs, but I did get up so many times. Like this flight coming down here was by far the most I've ever gotten up in a plane my entire life, like hands down. So physically, I'm okay. Now I will say that while we were down here in Hawaii, I was moving a little bit sluggish when we did have to walk longer than expected. But I feel like that's normal with like any expecting mom. Like you're not going to be running or on the go like you were before. So that is kind of normal to be kind of slow and sluggish. But we do have time while we're on this trip to rest and recover, which I'm so grateful that like Wesley is not like someone who wants to like be on the move 24/7. Like we do have our R&R time, which is like super great and relaxing. So that has been very helpful. Now outside of the trip, when I'm at work, sometimes I do feel a little tired, but that's because the work that I do requires me to be on my feet for a long period of time. So I'm just making sure that I'm always taking breaks, sitting down when necessary, and always like staying hydrated, because if I was not drinking the water I needed to drink, which is now at about 5 to 6 bottles a day, is what I try to have every day, like peeing constantly. That's my goal throughout this entire pregnancy, and it has helped make my skin glow, and it's just made me feel good inside. So as long as I like keep that going on, I'm hoping that month 7, 8, and 9 will all be smooth, just like the past few months have been during my second trimester. Lastly, when I did the 20-week video, I talked about cravings, so I'm just going to swing back and talk about those topics here at the 24-week mark. So as far as cravings, I still like sweets. I still like, I don't know if I said this in the last video, but like watermelon candies, the Sour Patch ones, I freaking love those. Like, anytime Wesley goes to the grocery store, I'm like, can you get me those? Can you get me those? And then I've really been into the chocolate chunk Rice Krispie treats. Those are always like a good like sweet treat to me that I've been having. Now, as far as like the cakes and stuff, I haven't been eating those as much, but really it's like those small little sweets and candies that like have really been making me feel really good. Now, I have been picking up on how much I have been eating daily. So a typical day looks like this for me. In the morning, I'll have pancakes, I'll have turkey bacon, eggs, potato hash, those like little potato hash brown things, and spinach. Some days I'll add smoothies to that, depending on if I woke up in time to be able to get ready for work. Now, okay, the wind's picking up. Okay, I'm just going to talk louder. So for lunch, I typically will have, I bring 2 turkey sandwiches. I eat one like before lunch and then one for my drive home from work. And then I also have like some sort of fruit, a granola bar, either some chips, goldfish, or a fruit snack. And then my main meal is like a meal prep dinner. So that can be chicken, salmon, spaghetti, nachos, and then some sort of side. So that can be a salad or vegetables or rice. So that's lunch. And then dinner is typically whatever I ate for that meal prep, or something new that like me or Wesley would have cooked for dinner that night. So I'm getting a range of foods. So my baby will definitely like have a variety of food choices that they'll like. So that's really great for me. But yeah, the biggest thing for 24 weeks that I've noticed is I've definitely picked up I cannot talk. I've definitely picked up how much I eat for sure. And I've also noticed like a little bit more back pain. Like, y'all can't really tell here because I have on this like swimsuit cover up, but like my back dips in so much now. Like, dips in so much. So yeah, like baby, he is growing. Like, he is growing. So like he is causing my back to kind of pull back. So I'm always having to like do different stretches, and I've looked up so many different workouts that I can do to maintain like my physical ability. Also with how I've been feeling physically, I noticed that when I sneeze, my left butt cheek will hurt. I know it's so random. And like my side kind of like dips in a little bit more. So I looked it up and it mentioned like sciatic nerve pain. So the next time I go talk to my doctor, I'm definitely gonna like talk to her about what that is. But I just saw some different exercises I can do, like the pigeon pose, Kegel exercises, and I like to do like a lot of squats and different like hip flexor exercises to make sure that I'm like stretching out my back, keeping my hips loose, and also working on the glutes, because it's crazy that like little different parts of your body can start hurting and affecting you while you're pregnant. So it's always important that like whatever pain you feel, immediately tell your doctor, because that's something that I always do. And so far, like there's never been any serious medical like situation or injury happen that like I have to like be on bed rest. My hope is that I can still be mobile throughout this entire pregnancy. I don't want to have to be on bed rest, but I have heard different stories of women that does happen too. So I think that about wraps it up. Sorry if I was like all over the place. Like my brain, since I've been pregnant, has been everywhere. Like I'll forget stuff, I'll remember stuff. It's the craziest thing. But if you are an expecting mom or you've been pregnant before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, y'all. So thanks again so much for watching this video. I hope you guys are staying safe among our pandemic, given what our governor in Texas has told us about the mask and everything. Please keep your mask on. Please stay safe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.